Welcome, welcome. We have a new format that we're so excited to share with you. Just because there's so many times I go shopping, there's so many new things I see, and because it doesn't fit into our topics or something, there's just no way to share them. So this new format is just really kind of what I'm seeing on a weekly basis and what I'm loving and why I'm loving it, and then why I'm making it and what I'm making it for and how I'm mixing pattern and fabric together. So I hope as we explore this brand new concept, you'll love it, you'll embrace it, you'll sew maybe as much as I do, and you'll enjoy every minute of it. So this kind of started when I was actually at Neiman's, and I was looking around, and not to use any stores or any names, but anyway, I was looking around, and Ellie Tahari, and most of you who watch know that I love Ellie Tahari, has a line out called Ellie Tahari Sport. And I bought one of the pieces because I wanted to share it with you, mainly because I fell in love with it. I'm thinking I'm going to a warm climate. I wanted to have, for just a couple days, I wanted to have a few little careful, wonderful things to throw on, but new, fresh. And I just absolutely love this t-shirt. I don't know if you can see, but it converges here at the bottom. It's got sides. There's a black mesh on the side, short sleeve, great t-shirt, great fabric. I know that this technology, even though it's really good, you still can't feel how soft this is, but it's just wonderfully soft. It's just something you'd want to crawl up in, but you still look really good in it. However, when I tried it on, I didn't like the mesh sides because you could see, through it, and I didn't like that. I really wanted a little longer sleeve. I loved everything else. I loved the fabric. And I needed it to be a little bit longer. I'm tall, and it just really wasn't long enough. I wanted to wear it with leggings. So with that in mind, I thought, oh, you know what? I could make this. I'm gonna make it. So I came back with that in mind, I came back to my patterns. I looked through the patterns that I have, and I found pattern number 314. So this is like almost identical. It has converging lines in the front. It does have a bottom band. I'm going to delete that. It has a sleeve band. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to make it a 3/4 sleeve, or just to my elbow. But then I can make the side panel solid, so where you can't see through it. I can make it a longer sleeve, and I can still find great fabrics. So my first job now is to find great fabrics, and then we'll go through why I chose what I chose. Because the t-shirt doesn't have any gathers, you could do so many different fabrics. So let's look at just a couple, and I'll tell you why you could and why you couldn't. This one's reversible. This is like a sweatshirt. So this would be perfect if I decided I wanted it to be a little more wintry. This is not what I want. But if I decided to, it'd be really fun to use a reversible, because I'd put the light in the middle and then put the darker, which is the red, on the sides, so that it really gives you that slim look. So this would be a great fabric. This is a great fabric to coordinate with. I could either use it on the sides as darker, or put it in the middle and then put a dark black on the side. Now this is actually the one I'm going to use because it's like exactly the same. It's a beautiful cotton, rayon. It's just great. That original fabric in the Ellie Tahari Sport happens to be a rayon poly, which, even though it's soft, it's not near as soft as what I can get on the home market. So I get to choose my fabric. And then I'm going to blend it with the black. The black is the rayon, and I love the softness of the rayon. It's just perfect. This here is a mesh. I could use this on the side panels if I wanted to. This is one of the fabrics we have. I'm not going to, because the mesh, and the whole reason mesh is used is it has a tendency to give it a little sporty or a little casual look. But I was thinking I might make a little jacket that matches and then use the mesh as a hood. Something like that, just to give it a little bit, but I don't want it on the side of me because I don't want you to be able to see through my shirt. So let's start cutting if you're ready, and I'll show you a few of the changes we made. So because I want the top to actually be longer, on all the pieces that have to do with length, I'm actually going to add if you notice, one thing again that I liked on the piece was that the front is longer and then curves up to the side, and that uneven hem is really a good thing, because rather than cutting across the body, the curves have a tendency to our eye to go up and down rather than across. So on the front, the side, and the back, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 5 inches, that's what works for me, and then curve it. And you can see as I'm cutting, I'm just going to curve it up a little bit and make the front and the back match. Again, if you're not sure, just cut off 5 inches total and then come back and kind of put a curve to it. Or you could even wait until it's on your body and then put the curve to it. Don't sweat this part. Use a French curve. It's very easy to do. And again, it just gives you a little bit more vertical look than having a straight cut all the way across the bottom. Remember, I'm not using the bottom band. I'm not using the sleeve band. And so I can change up the curves of my garment. And if you're not familiar with it, you can go to pattern 600 is the classic blouse. It's called a shirt tail hem, and that has a shirt tail hem on it, and a lot of women really like that for that reason. So if you're ready, we've got it all done. Let's go sew. I don't know which part is more fun, but this is definitely a fun part. All right, here we are. We're all done. This is just so much fun because look, you can't see through the sides. On the real one, it had mesh and you could see through, and I didn't like that. I didn't want you to be able to see through my sides. And I have a sleeve now where the other one was, here's the other one. We're back at the studio now. Anyway, where it had a short sleeve, and I didn't want a short sleeve. I wanted a little bit more of a sleeve because I wanted it to look more fallish. And it's just so soft. This fabric is so soft. Unfortunately, with modern technology, you can't feel how soft it is, but it's so soft. I love this fabric. And the other change was I made it a little longer because I'm tall. So it's long enough now that it covers, you know, what I want it to cover. I can wear it with leggings. It's perfect. Although this cost me, the fabric was $20, the pattern was $15, $35, cost me $35, $40. And this one was over $100. So I could buy 3 of these. No, but you understand the point. I love the neckline. I love the collar. I love everything about it. There's no negatives. It took me about an hour. It took me about an hour and a half of time. But that's not even a negative. That was fun because you can actually watch movies or something while you're doing it. Anyway, hopefully you'll learn a little bit more about fabric pattern selection. And the goal here at Silhouette Patterns is to help you have happy sewing. So happy sewing from Silhouette Patterns.